Right, so what you just saw me spraying on me was some anointing oil from my mum. Just to get the energy right, you know what I mean? Just to get the blessings and the protection correct when we do it. So today, what are we doing today? Today we are going to be cleansing some new decks I've got. Few things. First, don't mind my lisp. I don't have a lisp naturally, but I started Invisalign recently, and so now I talk like this. So I like to light some incense. The incense I've got here, it's a peppermint one. So I also make my own incense, but I haven't made some in a long while, so I will be making some more soon. But for now, I bought this from Bali. So the brand's called Arjuna. It smells really good. It's so like fresh, and like it does have a peppermint smell, but it's not like too much, you know. It's not too much. Okay. So I'm gonna let that burn over there. I also like to light a candle. So first thing I'm gonna start with saying is, yeah, I I have a problem. I have a, I don't know what to call it. Is it call it a hoarding problem or what? I don't like to use things. Like I like to use things, but I'm always like, I have to wait for the right occasion to use it. Like I have to wait till this special moment to use the thing. I got my phone over here. Sorry, it's causing me distraction. Yeah, I'm always like, oh, I have to wait till the right moment to use the thing. And I'm really trying to unlearn that and come out of that. I feel like it definitely comes from a space of scarcity, you know. It comes from a lack mindset. It comes from growing up not necessarily having like all of the things. It's just like you save your things for a special occasion. I'm trying to not do that anymore. I'm very much like trying to walk into wear the outfit, wear the shoe, use the bag. In this particular case, it is light the candle. So this candle is what I'm talking about. The gag is I made this candle. Like, so I don't know why, like, yeah, anyway, like I was thinking of hoarding it. So let me rewind. Okay. Me and my friends, we do a Christmas dinner, like a friends mess every year. And this year, it smells so good. This year I made candles for everyone, right? And I made them personalized. I put our names on them. And I also put like a 2026, I would say energy / intention for everyone. Kind of like, you know, what my prayer is for you, for us type beat. So everyone got one individual. I made one for myself as well. Mine says walking the talk because there's a lot of things I've been wanting to do, and through circumstances or my own fault or insert excuse here. So I'm so silly, I didn't even turn the light properly. Hold on. I'm still getting used to this, see? But I'm walking the talk. So I put my mind walking the talk because we're doing the things we said we're going to do. So anyways, my candle here. I have quite a few candles, but I haven't made any of my own candles in a long time. This is the first candle I've made in... These were the first candles I've made in like 2 years. So I didn't really have any of my own candles except this one, which was an old one, and another one that's not for this space. And this one's like run out. So I was thinking, I want a candle to light because, you know, I like to light a candle when I'm, you know what I'm saying, in my space or whatever. And my spirit was like that one. And I was like, yeah, but you know, maybe I should wait for, maybe I should wait for the new year. Maybe I should wait till this is happening. Or maybe I should do a special occasion for it. Or maybe. And spirit was like, if you don't light that candle. And it's true, because why am I holding a candle that, one, I made, I can literally make another one. And two, like, even if I didn't make it, can you not go and get another one when it's finished? You can. So we say all of that to say we're lighting a candle, we're walking the talk, okay? Boom, 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 bap, bap. Yeah, we lit it. So cheers to that. See my little candle over there? shining bright like a diamond, burning. This is your sign to use your things. This is your sign to use your things, okay? Because more will come. More will come. If you needed a sign, take me as your sign deliverer. Okay. Look at my nails. Just got these done yesterday. Okay. Anyways, today we're gonna do some tarot tea and talk. I can't really drink my tea just yet. I've got my tea right here. I'm just waiting for sis to cool down because when I've got my Invisaligns in, I can't drink hot drinks, but it should be cool in a second. In the meantime, I'm gonna drink some H2O. Stay hydrated. Let me pop this over there. Today, we are going to be cleansing some new decks I got. We might pull some cards. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, got the tea, got the tarot, got the talk. Let's get into it. Okay. I don't know what that was, but we're here now. I have started reading for people again. I have not read for people since I left Nigeria. That was 2 years ago. So I've not really been reading for people. I might do a one-off for like a friend, but I've not been like actively out there reading for people or just doing spiritual work. So let me rephrase that. I'm doing spiritual work again because my work goes beyond just reading for people, right? So I've started doing spiritual work again, and I've not done spiritual work in, I would say over 2 years. Even before I left Nigeria, I'd like not really been taking on like clients or doing that kind of work. But Spirit's been kind of building me up to, and I want to say, so when I say Spirit, I'm referring to God. I call God Spirit because, I don't know, that's just how I refer to God, isn't it? Like, I call God God too. It's either or, they're interchangeable for me. Anyways, not the point. The point, getting back into doing spiritual work, I felt like, I want some new decks. I've not bought new decks in well over 2 years. So I just went on Amazon. This was such a, them late night decisions where you don't even think about it. I literally just went on Amazon, searched some decks and got them. I got Oracle decks because I mostly have tarot cards. I don't really have many Oracle decks. And I wanted some Oracle decks. So I got 4 from Amazon. 2 of them are like basically like love decks. This one makes me laugh. It's like, oh hell nah. It's a love edition deck. So I'm really interested to see what this looks like because I literally just like the name, so I picked it from Thing. This is a basic one, Romance and Love Oracle cards. This has got, how many in there? It doesn't say how many cards. It's 50 cards. And then I've got What's the News? Yeah, so it's just like, I think it's like a key phrase kind of deck. What's the news here? It doesn't tell me how many it has in here. And finally, we've got Inner Wisdom Compass, which also doesn't say. I don't know what's wrong with all of these people not saying what's in the thing. So I bought my decks. I'm ready to cleanse them. And I thought, you know what? When I was thinking of cleansing the decks, first of all, let's get them out of the package. Should we start with Oh Hell No? Oh Hell No. Oh, drag. Immediately. Okay. So the first thing, the first card on this thing as I open it is, he ain't your twin flame, he's your cautionary tale. Excuse me, can we have some decorum? Can we just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't snatch the edges straight away. Give me a second to get assimilated. But, I mean, anyways, not the point. Before I start, like, it is, when I thought of making this video, it was because I was like, okay, I'm getting into these new beginnings. I've got new cards, I'm about to cleanse them and go through that whole process. And it just got me thinking about like the reset. This is a reset period for me. Like even showing up, making these videos, posting these videos, because she's going to post them. Otherwise, they on my ass. it made me, I kept thinking about new beginnings, new beginnings. And like, my spirit was like, it's not really a new beginning though, is it? And it got me to that point of thinking of like, when we talk about like resets or entering a new season, it feels like we're, it feels like we're often like, oh, this is a new beginning for me, and this new thing and this new energy, and and although the energy is new, it doesn't necessarily feel new in this season for me. It more so feels like just a continuation. It's like, okay, we've reset, but we've reset to continue. It's like a TBC. When you're watching a show and it's like to be continued, and then like you wait, the time, maybe either it's like a new season of the show or a few weeks until the next episode comes out or whatever, and it's like we're not starting again. We're just continuing on the journey we've already started. That's where I feel like, and I feel like these new cards, I hope they're good. Like I really don't know what to expect from the messages on them, but as I was coming to cleanse them, I thought, you know what, I would love to come, and as I'm resetting my space and I'm continuing my journey, just do a little chit chat. You know what I'm saying? Do a little chit chat as I do this. So first things first, why? Why do we cleanse the decks? I mean, for me, I can't speak for anyone else, but for me, it's to clear any stagnant energy, to clear, like, hands have touched these, made these, they've come from machines, whatever, however they've been printed, what I'm saying, however they've been distributed or whatever. And I think for me, it's very important to enact that ritual of cleansing, to transmute my energy into the cards, get familiar with the cards, and also welcome God into the space that I will need to be spoken to using these tools. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's more of an intention setting practice. And like, I was talking about seasons and stuff, and this season, it just really feels like preparation. We're in December, me filming this, right? Whenever you're going to watch this video, I feel like you'll get something from it. But right now it's December. We're about to go, December 2025. Obviously, we're prepping for January 2026. Pardon me. We're prepping for January 2026. And it just feels like this season, like this is a season of preparation. Like the energy just feels very strongly like preparatory. Do you know what I mean? In whatever way that looks like for you. My preparation looks like showing up right now. Because I know if I say, oh, I'm just going to wait until January to start, I ain't going to start. Like right now it's very much like, what do you have? Use it. What have you got? Do it. What are you like? Run it. That's the preparation for me, because I've been preparing, not just now, I've been preparing for time. Oh, I want to do this, I want to be there, I want to be that. And even like God has placed certain people to send, like, to let me know, to talk to me, to drop me little messages and tidbits to let me know, like, now, run it. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm preparing for what the next year has to bring. So 2025 has been a 9-year. 2026 is going to be a 1 year. In numerology, you can go do some more research on that. I'm not going to like wax lyrical about numerology, but like 9 is the end of a cycle. 1 is the start of a new cycle. So it's like this preparation of December, and my birthday is also the end of December as well. So December is a very special month for me. This time is very much like, okay, what are you going to do to set you up for the next, for the continuation into next year? Do you know what I'm saying? What cycle are you going to close off now in order to move smoothly into the next cycle? So for me, the cycle I'm closing right now is my cycle of being fearful of doing certain things, my cycle of overthinking and letting that hold me back. And that's why I say, like, I just be doing things, because I really just be doing things, and now it's like, no, now do those things out loud. When I've been doing things quietly, or if you know, or in the background, and it's like, no, keep doing things, but do the things out loud. Run the rhythm, basically. So yeah, right now, this is what I'm doing, to showing up here, making these videos. Like, even if I might feel cringy sometimes, even if I might feel like, I don't know what the hell I'm saying, I don't know if people are going to hear it, I don't know if people are going to get it, I don't know. It's like, it's not for you to know, it's for you to do, so do it. Drag. Oh, that was an unnecessary drag. But I'm doing it, so here we are. And so I guess the question for anyone watching this is, what is your thing? Like, what is your cycle that you've been in, that it's like, okay, now close it this December to prepare for the new cycle in January. What is the thing that you need to do? So ponder on that. Moving on. How do I cleanse my cards? It's quite simple, honestly. I literally cleanse them with some Florida water. So I pour Florida water in this my little thing here. Oh, I love the smell of this stuff. Inject it in my veins. If you don't know what Florida water is, go and Google it. I can't. I'm not about to start doing the history of Florida water and what's Florida water. I'm not doing that. And then I get some paper towels. I've already lit my incense, which is helping me, like, you know, move the air around the space. I've lit my candle. It's got my intention in there as well, especially because I made it, so it's got extra intention. It's got a bit of extra flavor in there. I've got the cards I want to cleanse. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pray off camera. I'm going to pray, and then I'm going to just wipe down the cards with Florida water one by one. Normally, I would be playing some gospel music, because I do like a gospel music. But but because I'm making this video right now, for the first part of the cleansing, we're not going to do that. So yeah, I'll be right back. Just need to say a little prayer for me. Oh. Right. So I've said my little prayer. Oh, my tea's warmed up. Hold on. So this is the back of the cards. Very sexy. Very sexy. I'm looking for like a sexy deck. Like, I ain't found one yet, but I'm looking for one. So if you could recommend me one, please do. If they're still finding themselves, help them get lost. He's not on a healing journey. He's on a self-centered vacation. You're not a stop along the way. You're the whole damn destination. Whoever needed to hear it to, now for you be that. Don't let these men take you for egg. Don't let them take you for egg and bread. Don't let them take you for egg and bread. Okay, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop. I'm going to talk. I'm going to come back to the cleansing because these are actually sending me a little bit. And I do want to, like, pay attention to the cleanse. So, let me put that to the side. Actually, before I put that to the side, let me also look at this deck. Oh. Okay, white man. See, I need more decks with black people. I'm not, like, not for nothing. Like, I have a problem with white people. I've got white friends. No, like, I'm not like, I don't hate white people or nothing, but I'm black. Like, I want to see black imagery. That's it. So, like, cards like this, I don't know how much I would use them because I don't relate to the imagery. And let's look at these as well. Since we're here. Oh, beautiful little firebird. It's your time. Oh, these are lovely. These are lovely. These are lovely. Yeah, I like these. The Inner Wisdom deck. I do like the imagery on these. Typo. There's a typo in the card. I'm not feeling that. It says, I order to love someone I need else. What they mean is, in order to love someone else, you must first love yourself. Because if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen? Amen. Right. And then the romance and hof. It's very pink. Again, it's very much giving white imagery, but there's a lot more florals in this than there are people. But when there are people, it's white images. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. We move. Spirit's saying just talk, so I'm just going to do that, okay? I'm just going to do that. And put these to the side. See how you'll have a plan and things are, and I think it's okay. It's okay for the plans to change. My plan was, I'm going to cleanse this deck as I talk to you, man. Spirit had different plans. God had different plans. So we're gonna follow just go with it. You know how to say tell God your plans if you want to make him laugh. Yeah, that's what it's feeling like. So I'll put those to the side. I'm gonna come back to these. Thinking about like how did I get into like reading in the first place? It was in I would say like 2017. It was in 2017. So I've always been really like into the supernatural and the metaphysical. Like I've always been so intrigued. But I grew up Christian, and you don't used to do that. You don't do those things. You don't do those things. So I actively was like, I might watch the shows, I might read the books, whether I was allowed to or not. I would always gravitate to them. I always want to like watch all of the supernatural, magical, mystical stuff. And I avoided like delving too deep into the into the metaphysical in reality. How am I trying to speak? Delving too deep into the metaphysical in reality. There we go. Yeah, getting into the metaphysical in reality. But it was like 2017, and I just kept feeling drawn like to the spiritual, to the metaphysical. Like I just wanted to know more. You know what I mean? Like, and at this time I was living alone. I was living alone, had my own space, could do what I wanted with it, and it was like, why not? You know what I mean? Saying so, I just started like, why am I struggling to talk? Hold on, deep breath. I feel like that's that same fear from back then coming up. I used to be very, very scared. I used to be scared. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, no, I just decided I was going to do it. No, 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 no. Like, yeah, I used to be very, very scared. I used to be very scared because, like I said, I grew up Christian, and there's things you don't do. There's things you don't touch. So even though I'd always, like, I remember, I've, I've read Harry Potter an obscene amount of times. Obscene amount of times. And I mean cover to cover. Every why can't I remember the name of what book's called? Every book. And I remember growing up, like, we weren't allowed to read Harry Potter. I was sneaking them from the library. I would be sneaking to read them at home. You know what I'm saying? Charmed is one of my favorite shows. I just enjoy the metaphysical, like things like the Vampire Diaries. I love anime. I've been an anime head since I was like 11, 12. And my favorite ones are the ones with some kind of. I get distracted easily. Anyways, yeah, my favorite animes are the ones with like some kind of like special powers or some kind of mystical element. Like Naruto will always be my goat. Okay, that took no jutsu. Don't play with my boy. Okay, but like things like that. Like I love Naruto for example because the storytelling is just chef's kiss. But then also like the different, the different abilities and powers they have, those mystical elements, like the concept of powers, superpowers. Like I do love a superhero movie. Like I do love a thing where it's like something to do with a Greek mythology, like mythologies in general. Like oh my gosh, like I've always loved those kind of things, but they were stories. And I've always kind of felt very different from everyone. Like everyone around me, I felt very different from them. But you don't get to be different. I mean, you're not supposed to be. I still was. I still was different, but you're not supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I've always kind of been a rebellious spirit in that, not like I'm a rebel without a cause, but I will try to do what you don't want me to do for the most part. I'm still gonna do me at the same time. Like I think I grew up finding a way to walk right down the middle of doing what's acceptable, especially as a firstborn daughter to a Yoruba household. Do what's acceptable, what I'm supposed to do, and also do me and be me. But I never crossed it into that really exploring things I was interested in, because it's, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that. It's not allowed. You know what I'm saying? But I think once I was like in this space, that 2016, 2017 period, I'd gone through a lot the years leading up to that. And I feel like everything was driving me to just really live in my authentic self. And I remember I was living by myself at the time, and certain things kept happening. I was like some of the some of the magical shit that would happen to me. It's not for this video, but like things would happen that would just kind of let me know that I felt like I was being pushed towards a new way of connecting with God, a different way. Like, I've always spoken to God in my own way. I've always had this knowing of like things and stuff. And it was in that time, it was like, why you keep being a shithead, bruv? Because I remember I was like, I kept feeling like I think at that time, more and more people were being a bit more black people, specifically black people. More black people were being more open about, being interested in the esoteric, looking into the metaphysical, tarot reading, right? And I just kept feeling drawn to it. I found it interesting. I was like, I want to know more. And I am someone who, for example, I will hyperfixate. So if I learn about like a cult, for example, now I want to know everything about the cult. Like, how did it start? What films are there? What documentaries? I want to see everything because I want to understand everything. And that's the same with any topic I'm interested in. But at that time, I was shook. I was so shook. And I remember I kept feeling like, okay, but just read about it. Just go like do some research. And I kept feeling like, oh no, because it's a gateway. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's what you're raised to kind of feel. And where more time I'll do what I want to do, I knew that once I open that gateway and once I do that research and once I start reading into this thing, I'm gonna be about it. Like, I knew it inside me. And like different things kept happening. It was like prompting me. I was doing no, shook head. And I remember one day I felt it land on my chest. It was Psalm 27 1. And it was that verse of, God is my light and my salvation, who shall I fear? And I remember hearing in my spirit, like, if I am your light and your salvation, who shall you fear? Why are you scared? I said, don't call me out. I said, them fighting words. I said, you know what? Word, like actual word, like, why am I scared? So I said, you know what, did it. So I literally dove into the research. And I got to understand, like, what tarot was. I'd always been told, these devilish divination, like, and diving into the history of it. Where did it come from? How did it come to be? The arcanas, the majors, the minors, how do they work? What is the actual premise of the tarot? How do different people read? Why do they read? What different, modes of execution, spreads, all of that stuff, how different people move with it. I was like, I want my own deck. Like, I felt it, like I want my own deck, but I also knew I wasn't going to just get any deck. I remember like praying and I said, you know what? If I'm meant to have a deck, the right one, and at the time I didn't have bread. Oh my gosh, I did not really have any money. I was very, very low on funds at the time. And I was like, I'll find a deck that absolutely resonates with me, who I am, that I'm like, I see the image, I'm like, yeah, that's a bit of me, and it will be within my price range. And I think a couple days later, I came across this deck. I don't remember where I came across it, but I came across it, and I was like, oh my God, I love this. And so I went to Google it, and I found it, and it was £12 or something like that. And I was like, I can afford £12. And it was my first deck. I still have it till now. It is, let me find it. this deck, and it is the Dreams of Gaia deck. My Dreams of Gaia. This is the first deck. This one, actually, I got this one, and I got there's another one I got at the same time, which is this one. Yeah. The Crystal something. I can't remember the name of the deck, but I still have both of them. Crystal Magic or something like that. I bought both because this one was also £12, and I think, in fact, this one might have been £9. It was cheap. But this was the one I really wanted. But I was like, get two. You know, it's your day. You might as well get two. So I got both decks, and the Dreams of the Gaia deck, man, it was just so me. Remember I said, like, I big into anime, big into mysticism, all of that stuff, and then I get this deck. Oh, look at that. I get this deck, and it's just so mystical, okay? It's so mystical. Come on, Two of Earth. Yes, juggling the eggs. Juggling the eggs. What else we got in here? Abundance with the dragon. Okay, the colors are so vibrant. The imagery was just so intricate to me. And yeah, like, I immediately was like, oh, I need this deck. I remember I was saying, like, I don't really love white imagery in the thing, but for some reason, even though the imagery in this is white people, it doesn't feel like that to me. Like, I use this deck, like, regularly. Like, this is in heavy rotation. A beautiful cardstock. I've had this for years, and everywhere I've traveled in the world, not in the world, but everywhere I've traveled since 2017 when I got this deck, these cards have come with me. Everywhere I go, they come with me. They get pulled out, they get used. When I work with people, they get used. When I work for myself, they get used. Like, love these cards. And look at them, still fresh, still strong. I mean, they got a few scratches on them, but it's fine. Still fresh, still strong, still riding. Look at this, beautiful, beautiful chakra imagery. What? Love this deck. And then this Crystal Magic deck is, yeah, again, I just bought it because I'm really into crystals. Especially then, I was like heavy into crystals. I said it as real. I was like, what do you mean by that? When I say I was heavy into crystals, it wasn't like, I've never been a person that's like, oh, the crystals are going to do the thing for me. Nah. But I just, in general, I love the way they look. I've got so many crystals in front of me right now. Crystal. Gotta have my selenite. Got a bit of lapis. Got some other ones sitting in front of me here as well. Got some behind me. Got them on my rings. Like, I just love crystals. I think they're so beautiful. Do I believe that crystals have power? No, I don't. No, they're rocks. I'm sorry. They're rocks. I think that they are a conduit for power, and I'll explain that later. But anyways, this Crystal Tarot deck, I got it because, like I said, it was right there, it was cheap. The imagery is kind of colorless, really and truly. And yeah, it's just, yeah, they've got messages on them. So for example, this one I just pulled out, the King of Wands, and it comes with it will come with a crystal recommendation. So the King of Wands energy is yellow calcite, and it comes with a message: I am successful in all I do. So yeah, these are my first two decks. This one doesn't travel with me everywhere. This one, I pull it out from time to time. This deck, everywhere I go. Love that deck. Love that deck down to the ground, honestly. I'm going to keep them out actually because I might pull some cards before I go. I've been talking for time. But yeah, when I first was learning to cleanse cards though, like when I got these and I was learning to cleanse, it was very much like I was watching all these YouTube videos. Yeah, honestly, what a time. What a time it was indeed. I spent a lot of time actually like watching videos, like looking at how people like cleanse their decks. How did you assimilate to your decks? How did you get comfortable with them? How do you cleanse them? Blah 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 blah. Because I want to see what the people were saying. Ultimately, I created my own kind of process and ritual for cleansing, because using what I'd seen from other people, but I just felt like even I'm always going to do it my way. I'm always going to do it my way. You could try. I remember when I first got these, I was like, okay, I'm going to try and do the spreads. It wasn't for me. That's just not the way I read. That's just not the way I read. I'm not a spread babe. I'm very much, I'm a shuffle. Sometimes I'm a stop and pull out what is there. Yep, share my thoughts, showing different sides of me right now. Yeah. That's what's happening. And then what's the final message for that? What are you got trying to tell me while I'm on this camera? And that happens. You see how I ask? I'm gonna just ask. What are you trying to tell me? They just tell me. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So I've got the Five of Fire, which is basically the Five of Wands here, and as you can see, like two figures fighting over themselves, and this one is very much saying like, you know, I'm winning the battle over showing myself. If you see here in this one, it's like coming out of the shadows to be in the light, illuminate that kind of what thoughts I'm hiding, what parts of myself I'm hiding, which is again why I'm showing up on camera, right? So illuminating that and like the fear that's been there. It's like, bruh, we're fighting that. We're fighting that and we're winning. Period. We're fighting that and we're winning, and we are not going to stop. We're going to keep showing up, and we're going to keep illuminating, and we're going to keep showing up and showing ourselves. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time. But you just got to keep doing the thing. You've got to keep flying high. You've got to keep flying forward, moving forward. You know? Be calculated in your actions. Be smart in how you move. But just keep moving. Fight to the urge to be stagnant. Fight the urge to be still. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Because even on a spiritual level, you're being fought for. You're being ridden for. So that's a message for me and a message for you. Relating to probably different things in our lives. But take the message and apply it to what needs to be applied to. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. And you see why I just love the cards. But so that's how I read. Like, anyways, just whatever. Not the point. The point, thank you, Spirit. The point is, when I first got them and I was trying to like, you know, emulate, I felt like I had to do the whole song and dance, you know. I remember I would like lay out, I had a blanket specifically. I would like lay it out on the floor and I'm going to like sage the whole space and I'm going to light the incense and I'm going to sing and I'm going to dance and I'm going to like do all of this stuff and, you know, and then I'm going to like sit with each card and just really like sit with it and let, you know, bro, I was doing a lot, okay, and it was taking long. And it was good, like I enjoyed it. I feel like I would do it the same way all over again because it helped me get accustomed. Like I remember I went through every single one of these cards, looking at everything, like taking it in. And even with that, there's times I will pull these cards and I'm going to still see something new that I haven't seen before. Like this card here. I've seen this card God knows how many times. Every time I've seen this card, I've just seen something new in here. I've just seen something new in here. And I see why you lot pulled that out for me. So they want it to be a a continuation of this, right? So you see here, fighting, fighting that shadow side, right? But what they're saying is it's not even just necessarily just fighting the shadow side. It's like fight to be seen, fight the urge to hide, fight all of that, but also intertwine it all. Intertwine it all. Know what to show, know what to put out, know and accept all the parts of yourself. Because even the parts that you're trying to like overcome right now, those parts made you who you are. Those parts got you here in the first place. So don't pretend like they're just all these terrible parts of you. And you know what I'm saying? So like for me, even though like I said, I'm an overthinker and, you know, all of that, it's not saying let go of the overthinking. It's still, it's like transmute the overthinking to to critical thinking, you know? So, yeah, crazy. Like I said, I've seen this card so many times and I've seen new things even now. So, but yeah, that's what I used to do. And it used to take time. And now I think over time, the more in tune I've become with my gifts, the more confident I've become with my gifts. And that confidence is still growing every day. Like I'm still not always the most confident. I just, my process is smoother, it's quicker. Like I can sit here at my desk, you know, like I said, light my incense, have my candle going. It smells delightful, by the way. Have my candle going, you know, and just like working the elements essentially, but in different ways, and cleanse the cards and do what I need to do. Do I cleanse and then I'll like pray over them after to activate them, you know, thank God and ask that they fulfill the intention that they're supposed to fulfill. And Bob's me uncle. Keep it good, keep it going. So yeah. Is there anything else I want to say? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. So I'm gonna stop right there. I might do a part 2 because it's actually been interesting talking about the cards and talking about how I got into reading and stuff. And I feel like there's still more to be said. But I'm going to stop right here. And we're going to come back. Another day or another time. Maybe even after I eat. And talk some more. Okay, so what's a closing message for this video? For the people then. Okay, one more. Yeah, okay, so this video is not done. I will definitely be back to do a part 2. Whether that'll be today or tomorrow, we'll see, but we'll be back to do a part 2. For those wondering what came out, I'm going to share it to you because I'm nice like that. So 1, wisdom, illuminating, and keep sharing, keep talking, keep showing. It's very much giving way, show energy, right? Counselor. So it's like these two go hand in hand. And that blue is the color it's the colors associated with throat chakra. So it's like very much telling me, keep yapping, girl, keep yapping. It's mad because sometimes I'm like, oh, but no one's watching this. Like, but even if someone doesn't watch it today, even if someone doesn't watch it tomorrow, have it out there. So whoever needs to see it and find it, they will find it when they're meant to find it. You know what I'm saying? So if and when you find this, I hope this has been like beneficial for you. This came out first, love. And it's like, keep soaring, doing it for the love. That is not for me. Well, it's for me, but I think it's for you. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to accomplish right now, keep flying and doing it for the love. Because love will always, always, always see you through. And that, like, in that philosophy and that truth applies to everything. Whether it's loving another person, loving the work you do, loving the food you eat, like loving the places you find yourself. Love as a philosophy, loving what you do will always, always, always propel you forward and see you through. And the last card is not for you, it's for me. So I'm going to go eat. This has been wonderful. Thank you for sharing space with me. Like I said, I'll be back and I'll talk some more at a later time. I still have to actually cleanse these cards too, so that's fun. First things first though, food. Food. We out. Don't sleep, broken.